Hi guys, it's me, Rad or Andy or whatever the fuck you want to call me, here back with the Rad Jamma Cast. Today I have two special guests with me. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Evan. I'm an Andy friend throughout high school and his personal life. I'm also goes by Cheddar Cheesy. You can find me on Twitter at CheddarCheesy1 and also on Instagram at cheddar.cheesy1. Andy will put those in the description of the video.
I will.
And I'm Garrett. I'm not going to plug myself because I'm not a hack.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. Why did Andy...
Oh.
Andy muted himself. It is now the Cheddar Cast.
I muted myself because my dog was scratching at my door, so I had to go out and appease her for a moment.
Dude.
Yeah, anyways,
Let's take it from the top a third time.
this is like our 7th recording. Long story short, Garrett kept on vomiting all over his little microphone, and it kept messing up the audio.
Honestly disgusting.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucking awful, but you know, it's cool.
We're all in the same room right now.
Yeah, no, we're definitely all in the same room.
Sure. All right, Andy. You gonna kick off some topics for us, my guy?
Yeah, of course. So the Nintendo Direct happened recently. I want to hear at least. I want to hear everyone's. Obviously, I'm only gonna like bring up like the two new things that were shown.
Oh, there were three. There were three major ones. There was the Smash reveal, there was Splatoon 3, and there was the Salt Iron Wars. Or like the triangle strategy game.
I was gonna bring up Mario Golf, but if you want to talk about triangle strategy, I mean, I thought it looked interesting. Like the story would bore me, but I thought the gameplay looked interesting in the quadrilateral warfare game.
Well, I'm a big guy and I have a lot of big opinions. My opinion on this is that
it fucking sucks.
It looks like Fire Emblem and Octopath Traveler had like a weird baby.
Isn't it a sequel to Octopath?
I have no idea.
That's what people were saying.
What to do with it? Is it? I mean, when I saw the gameplay for it, I was like, oh, is this like an Octopath Traveler thing? But I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to who made it, like who the publisher is.
I think that's what Twitter was saying, though. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really trust Twitter. Kind of smelly.
Sure. Yeah.
I thought it was just like in the same style as it, and it just kind of looked like Octopath. That's what I thought.
Maybe. The game looks really pretty.
Yeah, the game looks good, but I mean, like gameplay-wise and like story-wise, it doesn't look too deep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's anime deep. It is fake anime deep. Like, you know, there's a bunch of like really complicated war anime games and stuff, and they like to act like they're really deep, but it's just like all the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really into like that grid-based kind of. I was like, that's not really into. Like, I'm fine with turn-based combat, but like that kind of like grid.
Okay, if it's done right, I think it's good. Like, have you seen Rabbids?
Yes, the Mario and Rabbids game does it perfectly.
Yeah, that one is so good, and like I just love the animations. Like Mario and Rabbids, come on, what else do you need?
Tits, big boobs.
There is a Peach Rabbit in there.
Okay, you know what? You got me. That game is a perfect 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, speaking of big boobs, you're right.
Yeah, big boobs. Speaking of anime and boobs.
Look, I don't know anything about the characters. I don't give a shit about them, but they have big tits.
All right, boys. Like Smash finally delivered those jiggle physics.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say this. I've had a little bit more time to like think about it. I don't really care about Xenoblade Chronicles and anything, but I'm not like super upset about Mythra Empire getting in. I'm not like super happy about it, but there's like I don't know. There's worse people that could have gotten in, so I'm not insanely upset about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, dude, I feel like Crash would have been way better.
Maybe I'm struck like moveset wise. I don't know how much they could do with him though. Realistically,
I don't know. I feel like they could have done like something because there's only 3 slots left. They could have done like an outstanding third party, but this just seems like a safe bet. I don't know. And like people who haven't played Xenoblade just don't like that she's in the game.
They should add Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I think that would be a good addition.
That's Sackboy.
He's not a video game character, Andy. They can't add him.
You're not a video game character, and you play Smash.
You're right. You're right, but I wish I was a video game character.
I wish you weren't. That would honestly scare me. I don't know why. Just like if I booted up a video game and Evan was like a character that I could choose, I'd be a little freaked out. I think you were like one of those like do you know how like sometimes furries like when there's like a game that they can support in like one of those sites where you pay to support a project or something, they'll like pay an ungodly amount of money to get their stupid furry OC in the game. Like I would have thought you did that, and that would
What?
like freak
Where
me out.
Yeah.
Do you guys not know about that? Okay, so there's an
No, what?
No.
okay, so there's this. So I'm just like as an example, there's a character in Undertale that you can only fight on like Halloween, and some guy like supported like the Patreon or PayPal or something. I don't fucking know. Supported something for Undertale when it was being developed enough to get his character in the game, and it's some like inflation porn character, and Toby Fox hit it like um you can only access it on Halloween in like a specific part of the game or something because he didn't like it at all. And he named the character Mistake, I think.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's
Great.
But like that happens more often than you think. Like an entire kaiju fighting game was like ruined because two furry OCs got in as kaijus, and one of them was literally named like Dave or some shit.
I swear, these like furries like sneak up on you though. Like
Yeah.
the odd one's out. He like came out as a furry. That like destroyed him.
I remember when I showed.
Yeah, he has like a furry OC and everything. He has the costume of it. He goes to conventions.
Me and Garrett were like,
Damn.
Hey, it's me!
one day, and he didn't believe me, and I had to pull it up to prove it. Like I just thought it was. He thought it was gaslighting him.
Dude, I can't believe his furry OC isn't in his fucking app, bro. Like, his
Yeah.
fucking generic app.
He has an app?
Yeah, he has like a game app. Or
Oh,
whatever.
oh, I thought it was like the Jeremy Renner app.
Oh no. He's like an odd one. He's like an odd ones out like game or whatever on the phone. Dude, it is like the biggest fucking sellout of all time.
I don't
The game
know.
is shit. The game is not good.
You played it. Did you give it a 1-star review, Garrett?
Garrett got
I
pissed
saw
off
it,
and he
but-
went on it. He went on 4chan and he complained about it.
Went on r/hate.
R/hate speech.
Is 4chan just like discount Reddit? Like I don't even know what 4chan
It's
is.
like-
People talking about it.
Kinda?
I'd say that it's like
Yeah, except everyone there is anonymous. But for the
Oh,
most part,
okay.
yeah.
Interesting. Can I? Sorry, go ahead, Garrett.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, it sounded like you were trying to say something. I would
I'll
just
cut
like
that
to,
out.
Back on the topic of Nintendo Direct, real quick. I want like we were talking about the games and stuff, and like Splatoon 3. I'm gonna say this real quick, and correct me if I'm wrong. As far as the three people in this podcast go, like Andy really likes Splatoon. I like Splatoon, and I'd say Garrett likes Splatoon the least. I don't think Garrett hates Splatoon, but am I correct in saying that, guys?
Yes, I'm
It's-
quite the
it's
Splatoon
no
enthusiast.
game.
I'm quite the Splatoon enthusiast.
I'll only play with friends. I could not give a fuck about the story mode or anything.
Yeah, see, for me, I feel like I don't know. In Splatoon 2, I really enjoyed Octo expansion like a lot more than I thought I would. Like I actually kind of do like the single player modes in that. But like I don't know, Splatoon 3 with like Splatoon 2 already being on the Switch, I don't know how I feel about that. But like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, listen, if a new Call of Duty game comes out every year and people buy that, I might think like getting Splatoon 3. I don't know. I'd like to see more about it, but like I'd consider getting it.
Yeah.
Dude, the thing I really like about the new Splatoon game is the setting. Like it's like Mad Max meets like this little kid game, which I think is such a cool idea.
And
it
it
looks like just a barren wasteland with like almost no ink or anything.
Here-
I love that aesthetic.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm super glad they also destroyed France in canon. And that happened after the last Splatfest, and I know that because there's promotional material for Splatoon somewhere with the Squid Sisters getting the selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower, and now it's like completely turned over and on the ground.
Well, I mean, the final Splatfest for Splatoon 1 was like Order versus Chaos, and since Chaos won, I'm pretty sure that it's like all destroyed and everything. And that's like the theme for.
I'm really excited for it. There's a lot more hairstyles and hair options. You can be an Octo Link from the start, and I don't know what the little buddy deal is, but I'm hoping that like they do something with that, something interesting with that.
Yeah.
The bow looks cool, and it seems like all the stages are going to be more post-apocalyptic and like deserty from what we've seen so far. Obviously, I hope there's like returning stages from Splatoon 2. I'm trying to think of
I'm sure
some.
there will be.
I'm sure that yeah. I like. There's some that are really fun, like the one where there's like a giant pillar in the middle, and like it has a bunch of like artifacts inside. That one's really fun. The museum one is kind of a classic.
Yeah, I remember the museum one was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I like the game on like a very surface level. So like I'm kind of excited to see if they like have another playable like race or whatever. Because like in the second one they introduced the Octolings, and in the first one it was just the Inklings. So like there'd be like a crab race you could like play as or something.
Crab
A
people.
weird looking crab. I don't know.
The crabbling.
Oh, I'd hate
That
that.
doesn't. But wait, that doesn't make any sense because crabs don't swim through ink like octopuses and like squids. They shoot ink, but crabs don't shoot ink.
Yeah,
What the
I was
fuck
just
do the
thinking it was,
salmons
like,
put
nice.
out? Hold on. If they swim through ink and then the salmons have like a type of ink, I don't think that's ink. Like, you know, in the salmon rush mode.
Real quick, I'm gonna look up ink shooting animals, and then I'm gonna see what else pops up other than like squids and octopus.
There's a turtle
What if,
that's
like a crab. What if there's like a crab that can like shoot ink out of its like claw or something?
That would be
so
cool. Or like it has a limited supply and it can only get ink from ink that's already been placed on the ground. Like it can go and ink and collect the ink from the ground, but it can't like produce its own ink. So it like has an interesting mechanic where it relies on its teammates. Like it's really powerful or whatever and has like beefy defense, but it relies on its teammates.
Yeah, that would make sense with like the barren fucking wasteland of no ink.
Mhm.
Like he has to get ink from like another race or something. That'd be cool.
That brings up that just like a thing popped into my head. What if like the crab people like harvest inklings to create like ink for them, and that's a whole conflict?
They're like parasites.
That would be kind of
Like,
cool.
Like, are you saying they use them like they farm inklings, or that they like stick to an inkling or an octoling and just like suck their ink?
No,
out?
they farm them, like they hook them up to machines to like take the ink from them.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But Splatoon, I feel like Splatoon would do something like that. If they've confirmed that humans died and like are an extinct race and shit.
Guys, next Splatoon 3 trailer drops, and the 3 like turns sideways, turns into an M, and it's like rated M for mature.
I'd like that a lot. That would be a really funny reveal.
And they just go dark with the third one, just completely out of left field.
Yeah, like here's the thing that I was saying, like with the Chaos vs. Order final Splatfest, I was on Team Order, which we didn't win, unfortunately. Like, how cool would it have been if instead of chaos, it was like this dystopian future where there's like too much order and police brutality, and like I don't know, like a cyberpunk Splatoon.
That would have been a bit. Oh, that would have been funny. I don't know about the police brutality part, but the rest kind of checks out.
Yeah, that's a bit too topical.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough. Yeah.
Like, I feel like.
Speaking of, I was gonna say, like, speaking of like post-apocalyptic, have you guys seen the Midnight Gospel?
A little bit. I've only seen what you showed me. I don't watch Netflix like enough.
I have seen like clips of like each episode, but I have not. Except I did watch the final episode all the way through, but I didn't watch any of the other ones.
Yeah, like, dude, that show got me into like the guy's podcast, Duncan Trussell Family Hour. That guy's awesome. He talks about like the mystical, like I don't know, like just like a bunch of weird shit. He had an interview with that one dude who like just goes to like the political debates that wears like a boot on his head.
The what, dude?
That?
You said that like I should
there's-
know what that is.
You guys haven't heard of this guy? Here, look, like if you just look him up, like dude with a boot on his head, like I'm sure I'll pop up. It's just this guy who goes to like political debates because like anyone can just enter, I guess. And he just says a bunch of dumb shit like, "Oh, I'm going to supply every person in America with just a free goat," and that's like his policy.
Okay, that's pretty
my-
cool.
that
I'd like a free
beard.
goat. Does he have a big white beard?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
looks
does.
like- he's
He
like a
does.
little crinkly dude.
He's like a
He's like a little
wizard.
wizard, yeah, with just a fucking boot on his head.
He's the boot wizard.
He's
I'm surprised you guys haven't like heard of him.
no, I didn't know. You know, like I don't know, man. I'm glad I just heard of him though. He's funny
Boot
looking.
wizard.
Boot wizard.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It did any? I mean, Garrett, did you want to like bring up any other topics on this podcast? Because I know I had one that I wanted to talk about a little bit that I thought was.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you go ahead, man.
Okay, well, I mean, unless you guys want to keep talking about more Nintendo stuff, but I feel like we'll like get back
Yeah,
to that.
See,
eventually.
I didn't really care about the Mario Golf. I kind of talked about what I wanted to talk about with Splatoon, so I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was
Like, the
cool.
only thing-
Sorry, go ahead, Garrett.
Oh, I was gonna say like the only thing I wanted to talk about was like maybe WandaVision.
Ooh, I'd like to talk about WandaVision.
Let's save that for like after Evan's topic.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, that way I can just sit there because I haven't seen WandaVision yet. Yeah, the only thing I gotta say about Mario Golf before I go to my topic is that like I think it's kind of cool that you can like run and fight your friends for the ball. Like
Bro,
I like how
I like
Bowser
it.
looks when he
This is-
runs.
Okay, what pisses me off is this is their 5th or 6th fucking golf game that Nintendo's made about Mario. They only have one game about baseball, and that game was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I wanted to do Super Sluggers. Honestly.
Nah, sorry, you get Mario Golf.
No more golf. No one likes golf. If you like golf, you're a boring person.
Golf
Spicy
is
topic-
fucking
spicy
stupid and
topic.
it's for gay. It's for stupid babies who like stupid things like like Cartoon Network and well
Yeah, I
yeah.
actually worked on a golf course this past summer.
Oh
So,
yeah. You were the guy that got hit by golf balls, right? Like you went out there to pick them up and they didn't. Did they give you one of the cage cars? Or did they? I thought you said they just made you walk out there and you got like several concussions from being hit with golf balls, right?
Yeah. No, but for real, like I just got like a golf cart, and they were like, "Yeah, just go like trim those hedges, and, like wax some weeds," and that was like the whole summer. But yeah, I don't know. All the people that like went there were kind of like conceited. I don't know, or at least most of them were.
You worked.
No, it was
I have to bleep
Shoot.
that out.
yeah, it was a different place, but yeah, I don't want to name it.
Use just monkey noises.
I'll use either the monkey screeching or something else. I like the monkey screeching to censor things.
Yeah,
Dude, in
that's
the
the
last
max
podcast, the last podcast, I was not expecting it. I maybe like jump. I was like, "Whoa, monkey!"
Woo! I like monkeys. They're funny. People don't appreciate them enough.
What's your favorite monkey?
I know a gibbon isn't a monkey, but I really like gibbons. They're not even like a.
Oh, I was gonna say I like the ones with like the red butts, baboons.
Baboons. Why you like looking at
really
their
like-
red butts, you perv?
I think orangutans are really funny.
That's true
Just their
too.
long arms. Maybe orangutans are so cute. Like,
Oh no, I
they
actually
look
like those like I don't know what they're called, but they're like these big giant monkeys that are like super quiet.
Gorillas.
No, they're not gorillas. Shoot, I need to look them up. I don't know. Moving on.
Move on.
Yeah. Do you want me to? Can I? We're on the topic of animals, and this is kind of relating to my topic that I wanted to bring up. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I wanted to hear your guys' 2 cents on it. I my roommate was watching a movie with his girlfriend, and it was a movie called Project Power. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's got like Jamie Foxx in it and then 2 other actors. I don't know that I don't remember. But it's like, Andy, have you heard of this movie?
No, I have not.
The premise of the movie is that there are these pills that people make, and when you eat one or like swallow one, you get like a power, a superpower of an animal, but like built to like scaled to you. So like it in like lasts for like an hour or whatever. And like Jamie Foxx in the movie, he has the power of like the mantis shrimp, and if you know what
Yo!
And if you know what the mantis shrimp is, it's like when they punch the water ignites like some crazy amount hotter than the surface of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And so like in the movie, even the bad guys have them at the end. Spoiler alert for anyone who's like wants to watch this movie, but I mean, you know,
it's fine. Who cares?
But he takes the pill and he just like throws a punch and everything just freaking explodes.
That is so cool.
There's like other characters in the movie that have like one of the guys, he's like bulletproof when he eats the pill. I don't know what animal he was.
I bet that would be like a moose or a rhino, because moose do not go down with bullets.
But I guess my question running off from that is, if you guys were to take this pill, what animal powers would you like to inherit?
Probably just like the ability to like fly, something super basic like that.
Like a bird. Yeah, that is pretty basic. I'm gonna go cool, and I want the ability that the cuttlefish has to like change its. No, the octopus has to change its skin color and texture, so I can just blend in with anything.
You have to get naked every time you use that power, though, Andy.
Well, maybe, but like. So, like, animals like that, especially under the sea, they can, like, change their skin colors and the reflectiveness of their skin to such a degree that they can hypnotize other animals into, like, a false sense of security and then attack them while they're, like, all hypnotized. And that's the, like, most metal shit.
If you are if you get the octopus powers, you could also, like, squeeze into tiny spaces. I could put you, like, in a bottle.
I'd have to remove my bones. I would have 0 bones. But on the bright side, my intelligence would like be spread out throughout my limbs like an octopus. So like that could open up like I don't know what that could do, but that would be pretty cool.
Don't octopi have like multiple brains too or something?
It's less of that, more so from my understanding of it at least, their like intelligence is like spread out through each of their limbs and stuff. Like they're smart, but like the type of smart they are is like evolutionarily different from like human smart. It's complicated, but like I'm not gonna do it justice. I recommend like there's a lot of good video documentaries and like YouTube videos that go over that.
That's kind of apparently they have 9 brains, which is kind of ironic because they have 8 limbs.
Well, they got the big middle brain, and then they got like a brain in each tentacle.
That's the primary brain.
You got the primary brain, then you got the mini brains.
Garrett, did you find the answer to your monkey question?
Oh no.
Oh no. Well,
it would just be like a mystery forever, I guess.
Yeah, it's the mystery. This is the mystery podcast where we have no answers to any questions.
This is why you tune in.
I have all the questions. No, you commenter, you can comment the answer to Garrett's question about the monkey. But the big
monkey. It was in the Planet of the Apes. It was the really quiet one. They used sign language.
I think that was an orangutan, Garrett.
We looked up orangutan.
Speaking of monkeys, can we segue real quick to one of my favorite monkeys, the gorilla from Zookeeper?
Dude, I don't remember anything about the Zookeeper. I've seen it, but like I don't remember anything about it.
It has a. What's his name?
God, I think it was an orangutan.
Kevin Hart? No, not Kevin Hart. Is it Kevin Hart?
Yeah, that was the one where like he could talk to animals.
In Zookeeper? Zookeeper is Kevin James.
Oh, yeah, it was one of those people.
Kevin Hart, he was not in Zookeeper.
I was upset because that movie has like a really low score on Rotten Tomatoes, but I remember it being really funny.
Yeah, Adam Sandler actually plays the monkey in that movie.
He goes, he, I'm a monkey. I'm Adam Sandler as a monkey.
Hey, Adam Sandler's the monkey in that? I remember the monkey like having like a really funny voice. I didn't
No, don't call Adam Sandler funny. Don't fuel him.
It's like his only voice, like where he sounds really stupid, dude.
My name is Adam Sandler.
All right, well, you
This
know
is
what?
my funny voice.
Or I'm starting to think you're right. You're quite right.
It's like his one impression.
It's okay, Evan. We've all laughed at Adam Sandler at one point in our lives. We're just too afraid to admit it.
Listen, Grown Ups isn't that bad of a movie, man.
Oh, Grown Ups is a great movie, I think. I like that.
Have you seen Grown Ups recently?
I thought Roulette, dude, that was a great game. Fun for the whole family.
Hot movie takes over here.
You know, let's segue from movies to TV shows and talk about the hot TV show. The one TV show everyone's talking about. WandaVision. Bum, bum, bum.
I liked the menacing tone you had there, Andy.
I'm gonna put a little bump bump bum there. Though I don't think that's like a sound effect I have available to me, so I'll just do it with my mouth and put it in.
That'd be really funny. I'd like that. I have not seen WandaVision, so you guys can go ahead and talk.
You lived under a rock? You gotta pirate that, Evan. Come on.
I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I just play a lot of video games.
I don't watch a lot of TV shows either. I just keep up with what's topical for the most part. I keep up, not even with what's topical, because I don't keep up with a lot of pop culture shit. I just like Marvel.
Yeah, I like Marvel too. This new show though, WandaVision, it's like going in a pretty dark direction.
Yeah, it's dark. It's really good.
The first 2 episodes were really weak though. I was not engaged.
Well, I got the whole point behind the first 2 episodes just being like parodies without much actual substance to them. I kind of
they want to like set the standard. I get that, but I don't know. They still weren't like as engaging as I wanted. Yeah.
What did you want Wanda to like turn to the camera and go, "I am controlling all of this. Hello, this is my TV show."
That would have been pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been stupid. When are they going to do the
camera? This is all fake. You're all dedicating your lives to a fake universe.
That would be pretty cool. I think it would be funny if like the next episode, instead of being the Modern Family parody, it was a parody on Family Guy.
Like Vision walks in, he's like, Wanda.
Yeah, Vision looks like Peter. He's like, "What did you do to me?" And then who would be Brian in this scenario?
That would be the one chick who's
Agnes?
What's her name?
Agnes.
The sword chick. I forget her name.
Oh, the sword Kat that's not her character name, but that's like the actor's name.
She's like the daughter of
from Two Broke Girls. Oh no, never mind. We're talking about different actors.
She's the daughter of Miss Marvel's or Captain Marvel's like.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau. That's it.
She wouldn't be Brian. She'd be like Joe or the Quag. Nope.
Would be Stewie.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity.
I think that Quicksilver would be like Chris. They should do a. Oh, sorry, Evan. Spoilers. They brought in the X-Men Quicksilver to the MCU.
Yo.
Is that really? I think I knew that already on this.
Everyone knows that by now, so it's not really spoilers for me talking about it, since that was literally all over the promos.
Wait, was it he technically in the MCU? They got shot by an airplane and eventually.
Different actor. It's the X-Men actor. It is the X-Men actor playing the MCU version.
Oh wait, the guy who does that time in the bottle scene, bro.
Yeah.
That's the scene. That's the only scene I know from X-Men, but it's awesome. I love it.
That's the only scene anyone remembers. Besides, literally all of Logan.
Just like that.
Although technically they stole it from Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
He drinks like an energy drink.
Yeah, I saw that video too, where the guy talked about them stealing it from Over the Hedge.
It's such a good movie. If you haven't seen Over the Hedge, listeners, you should go watch it. It's really good.
It's seriously underrated. I'm surprised more people haven't talked about it besides Shay Frillis.
Over the Hedge, like, dude, we're the memes for Over the Hedge, man.
Everyone was too focused on shitty Shrek memes. I'm sorry, Shrek memes aren't funny.
Garrett's love for movies is only if the movie has memes. Does Garrett like the movie?
Yeah, Garrett has.
What has that been a thing?
Right now, Garrett. Garrett, I remember you said that you didn't. Garrett, you called The Shawshank Redemption a bad movie, but you said the B movie was the best movie ever.
Whoa.
My man loves Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's not my brand.
Garrett's actually the exact opposite of it.
Yeah.
What were we gonna talk about with WandaVision?
I'm not sure. Like, I just wanted to bring it up. But I mean, like, speaking of movies with shameless, like, plugins or whatever,
Product placement?
Did we say one of those? What's a movie with the
just
name
came
of
up,
plugin
right?
we mentioned?
It just came up right now. So,
Oh, okay.
like, Transformers 4. Have you guys seen that one?
No, I stopped watching
No.
after the second.
All right, count yourselves lucky. All right.
I didn't watch any of them because you told me not to, Garrett.
Yeah, they're
Transformers fan, but dude, those movies,
oh, they're bad.
oh my God,
They're
bad.
bad.
Bumblebee was like the best one, and that one is just
Generic.
only okay.
Yeah, that's. Why did we let Michael Bay direct the Transformers movies? Who did that?
Okay, why did they let him direct Turtles after Transformers fucking sucked?
I like to imagine Michael Bay will one day direct like a movie that has nothing to do with like action, but he'll like make it super actiony. Like I'm trying to think of like a form of media that hasn't been turned into movie form.
Like Craig of the Creek by Michael Bay.
The Craig of the Creek movie? I haven't seen Craig of the Creek.
He's like,
his arm blown off. And he's like, the creek's too dangerous.
When are
and
they?
like the rest of the movie is just Craig being like super cynical. He's like, the creek took my arm. Now I will take the creek. Like,
The military guys go to Craig and he's like, Craig, we need you to stop this big thing. And Craig goes, I can't do it after that thing happened. You know,
he's
the
like,
one.
I can't do it alone. And like he gets.
I need my boys and friend that is a girl to join me. And he goes to them and they're like, you really think we'd work with you after you did the thing? And Craig is like, I shouldn't have expected it. And they go, just kidding, we're gonna work with you anyways, friend. That's how all of his movies are structured.
And dude, freaking Michael Bay makes a live action Steven Universe movie, but Steven is like ripped. He's just like some ripped guy. Like,
but that really happened. Steven did get ripped.
He's fighting Jasper. Dude, I don't even like Steven Universe. None of that. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
My bad.
Come on.
Garrett hates Steven Universe's guts. He wishes he died.
I don't like Steven Universe. First season was good after that.
The first season was the worst. The second was the best, and then actually the first season wasn't the worst, but the first season was like.
Outbreak was good.
I think season 2 was good, and then everything. I hate season 1. Overall actually do like a lot of aspects of the show, but they really dropped the ball with a lot of it.
Well, they just made it like they forgave the diamonds so easy, and I would have forgiven the show if they actually did something with that. But like, the movie should have been about the diamonds. It shouldn't have been about that Luffy clone or whatever.
Spinel. I don't know. I think I do agree there, but also Steven clearly also still hates the diamonds and just like puts up with them. They made a point to say that. I mean, Steven tried to kill. He tried to kill White Diamond, I think, whether consciously. Yeah. Whether that was him doing it consciously or unconsciously, he still tried to do it.
You know how much
White Diamond tried to kill him first.
You know how much respect I would have had for the show if, like, when he killed Jasper, she just stayed dead.
That would have been so good! Why did they bring her back?
The kids show, made for babies.
Yeah, like, that basically just means every single gem is, like, immortal.
Only if Steven loves them.
Only if you earn Steven's love.
So it was like, help, my friend got shattered, and Steven goes, I didn't know who they are. Get them the fuck out of here. It's not my responsibility.
That's kind of how it was, though.
That should be how it is. Why does he have to be empathetic all the time? Why can't he just have hate fill his heart?
Because you have to teach, because the kids watching it need to learn to be nice. You have to teach niceness.
Why wasn't Steven
like
the
promo where Garrett goes, "Hey kids, don't be racist," and they're like, "Okay."
What was I gonna say?
I didn't need to watch Steven Universe to not be racist.
Yeah, that was already a lesson that I knew. But you know what? Sure, Stevie you. If you want, you can tell me whatever you want, bro. Actually, that wasn't Steven.
Stevie Universe is like that friend where, like, they'll say, like, a really funny joke, but then they'll keep saying that joke over and over again.
Oh my god. Also, I mean, you're right there, but also another note, early Steven Universe, I fucking hated Steven. Like, his entire character was literally like, guys, ice cream!
It made sense.
And then Steven, like, spilled his ice cream on, like, some gem artifact after the gems were like, please don't touch this, you'll ruin everything. And then, like, he was like, I just wanted us to all be friends, I can be friends with this ice cream! And, like, the ice cream spills on the gem artifact, and then it comes to life and tries to destroy the town, and Steven suffers no consequences, and somehow fixes everything.
The ice cream? Which one was that?
I was not giving a specific example at all.
I think he's just making it up.
Yeah, I'm just making shit up, but that's how it was.
I feel like, I don't know if I can say this about Steven Universe, but I definitely noticed that, like, a lot of, like, cartoons that I liked growing up, like, I managed to like the first season a lot more than, like, I feel like with Adventure Time, like, first season is just so golden, like.
Well, it's because that's before shows get, like, serialized or whatever, or, like, the first season is like usually serialized, and then, like, when they get picked up for more seasons, they try to have, like, a coherent, like, story.
Yeah.
That happened with, like, regular show Adventure Time, because I think the creators wanted to, like, have some, like, story structure, which, I mean, like, I think that's good, but, like, they're kind of sacrificing the comedy of the show for that. So, like,
yeah, like,
regular show is still good in its.
Oh yeah, no, like, I'm not saying
it was, yeah,
bad, but I mean, like, you have to admit, like, the first, like, 2 seasons of regular show were way funnier than the last season. You know?
Okay, that's true. That's
like, I mean, they were funnier, but I mean, they weren't, like, objectively better. You know what I mean?
Because, like, the stuff they did in the later seasons, especially with Rigby, like, really cemented that show as, like, one of my favorites.
Like serialized means like each episode or whatever is like a standalone thing, and like. You guys remember that one episode where, like, Pops gets, like, a montage or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, that would make no sense if it were just, like, by itself, you know? But, like, because it was part of that, like, it actually makes sense. You know what I mean?
That was a good episode. I like that one.
That was really funny. We have to, I don't even remember. I was going to do an impression of the old guy, but I just kind of gave up there.
I like shows that, like, they set out to tell a story and then they tell it and then the show's over. Like I hate when shows just, like, stretch. Like, they're like, oh, it's making money, let's make more episodes of this. Like, I think Gravity Falls is, like, a great example of a show that, like, they told their story and now it's over. It doesn't go on any longer than it needed to.
What about?
I think that's just anime. Like, I feel like anime does a good job with that usually.
What about shows that end before they finish their stories? That makes me mad. Like, Wander Over Yonder, specifically, like.
Okay, Andy, what's better, Wander Over Yonder or Star Forces of Evil?
Wander Over Yonder. Don't even.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't even.
He keeps saying that Star is better.
What?
He used to say that.
In what world?
I don't say that anymore. I don't say that anymore, Garrett.
Yeah, after the finale,
something I said like 4 years ago.
Evan, Garrett, that's true. That is the equivalent of, like, going on Twitter and digging up, like, a 5-year-old tweet of someone, like, saying, like, a racist joke.
Makes me sad.
Dude, that ending was terrible. And like
It
the week
was.
after it came out, I like tried to talk to you about it. And you're like, it was a good ending, Gary. It all made sense. And I'm like, the magic was like
Yeah.
gone. How did they like use it to like? You know?
When it comes to me with like a lot of things, like if I like something and it ends up like not being good at the end, I'll try to like justify it, and then like once I take more time to really process it, I'm like, yeah, that was bad. It's hard for me to accept that something I used to love like ended up being shit.
I do that
I'm gonna be
too.
destroyed if like Attack on Titan ends up sucking because like I think there's only 2 or 3 chapters left in it, and I'm like all caught up.
I have not watched it past season 1. I just couldn't get into it.
Oh yeah, season 1 it's hard to get. I wasn't really into it in season 1.
I'll say that I've been like slowly matured. I've been slowly making my way through Attack on Titan. I think I stopped during like a really boring part of season 1, and then I picked it back up. I got into season 2 very recently, and it's actually going really hard in season 2. Season 2 is really good so far.
They like introduce so many concepts and characters like all at once. You're like, okay, does any of this even matter? Because they kill off so many characters so quickly that they just introduce, and you're like, I feel like that almost puts you in like a detached kind of like state because you're like, okay, I'm just not going to care for any of these characters because they're not going to stick around. But then like the main cast throughout like season 3, they actually do stick around, and like in season 4, like when a character dies, you actually feel like disappointed, you know. So like you actually got to stick with it because you like actually learn more about some of these characters and stuff.
That's not my issue though.
Mentioned that like when I think I said something to like Eric or something in like during when I was watching season 1, like when I was like, all right, I'm done with season 1, like that, like the problem with Attack on Titan, at least in the season 1, it probably gets better, I'm sure it does, is that like they'll like introduce these characters and then they get killed, and the show like expects you to like, the show like makes it out to be like the most tragic thing in the world. I'm like, am I really supposed to care about this character dying? I met them like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, this is like a bit of a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen the show, but in the first episode, Aaron's mom dies. That's like the only quick death I feel like has any kind of like impacts in the first season for me at least. Like just because like everybody has like a mom, and like that's like a that origin story like makes sense. Like they want to start it off with a bang.
Batman versus Superman.
God, I'm trying to think like, what did you just say, Andy?
I said Batman versus Superman because Garrett brought up everyone as a mom. And that was the resolution to that movie.
They're making a Zack Snyder cut on it, HBO.
I don't give a fuck about the Zack Snyder cut.
Isn't that for, okay. I thought that was for Justice League.
Oh yeah, same thing.
I think it's still gonna be shit, and everyone hyping it up needs to shut up.
It's not gonna be good.
Or at least like lower.
For Joker.
They have Darkseid in it. They have Darkseid in it. Yeah. Why don't you look at the dark side of my fucking butthole, dude? Like, shut up. I don't care about Darkseid.
Tear into him, man. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's still going to be bad. They're not going to change the story. They're not going to change anything important. They're just adding some comic book characters into it, and it's going to be a 4-hour-long CGI shit fest.
Ben Affleck, he's still left, and Henry Cavill, they still left like the fucking like universe. It doesn't matter anyways. They're not gonna do anything after this movie.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so everyone who likes it is wrong. I'm sorry. What? Sorry, I interrupted you there.
I was gonna say like there have only been like a few DC movies that I like Shazam. That one was alright. Everybody else liked that like a lot more than I did.
It was average.
I liked Suicide Squad as well, but only because of all the crazy characters. And the new Suicide Squad looks like dope.
Yeah, no, and they're like bad movie. The new Suicide Squad seems like it's gonna be like introduce a character and then immediately kill them off because there's so many characters in it. That's the one part I liked about the
Man in the next Suicide Squad movie. I'm buying a ticket for that shit.
Yeah, look, I think that the best part of the original Suicide Squad movie is when they introduced Slipknot and then just immediately killed him off. He can climb anything.
Yeah, dude, freaking. I did not like the first Suicide Squad movie because they introduce all these wacky, zany, fun villain characters, and then they only focus on Harley Quinn and Deadshot. Like none of the other ones matter. Like,
well, yeah, it's because Will Smith is
Killer Croc does. That's cool.
It's Will
I just don't put together a bunch of team of characters if you're not gonna if the rest of them are just gonna get pushed to the side. And you're like, just call the movie like Deadshot at that point. Like, come on.
I like Captain Boomerang. He was cool.
Dead,
He's just a dude who throws boomerang.
Deadshot and they should have called the movie Deadshot and Harley Quinn plus Suicide Squad.
DC has the best villains.
I would have been completely fine with that movie, except for the fact that like they got Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, and Killer Croc. Like when it really gets down to it, they're kind of just like normal people, except for maybe Killer Croc.
Killer Croc is not a normal person.
No, I mean,
he's as far from a normal person as a person can get.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes
Andy,
when I walk down the street,
Andy, you don't get what I'm saying, man. Like, I mean, obviously he doesn't look like a normal person, but I mean, like, it's not like he can just lift up cars like Superman.
Yes, he can. He literally has super strength.
Yeah.
When did he use that in the movie?
He didn't lift up cars in the movie, but he does have like
canonically within the like.
I'm not talking about the comics. I'm talking about like what he looked like a dude in fucking makeup in the movie, Andy. That's what I'm getting at.
I wonder why.
Okay.
Why did they cast a real crocodile person? I don't get it.
Like if you're gonna get into that shit where it's like, oh my god, of course he looks like a dude in makeup. Like I mean, like, you could say that about fucking any CGI. Like, oh, it's just a CGI creature. Why do you care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looked like just a regular sized person with like scales on him. He didn't.
That's what Godzilla
is.
Wait, what?
That's what Godzilla is. He's just like a regular person with scales on him. People don't have an issue with that.
He's like fucking 1,000,000 feet tall.
No, he's just a guy in a suit. Garrett, I know this may seem like odd to you, but Godzilla's not real. It's just a guy in a costume.
I feel like it's not the Rad Jamma Cast until somebody says something about Godzilla.
Yeah, no, I was getting nervous. That's why I brought him up.
Andy's in like a cold sweat this entire podcast, like shaking, like no one's talking about Godzilla yet.
I gotta bring him up.
Okay. Let me go back to my original point though, real quick. I'm sorry, guys, but like they call them the Suicide Squad, but they just sent all these like normal people like to fight this like big villain or whatever, and they also sent in like a bunch of trained soldiers. Nearly all the trained soldiers die, and this fucking girl with the baseball bat survives. That makes zero sense to me.
It's cause she's a girl, and she's also what Evan said. She's a main character. She's a woman.
She got paid the most.
Yeah, she got paid the most, so of course she's gonna live long.
I'll say this though, Margot Robbie it does do a good job as Harley Quinn.
Oh no, definitely. Like I actually kind of like the Harley Quinn movie. Kind of.
Dude, I couldn't get into that.
I liked it a little bit only because she made like the movie fun because her acting is just so good. Sometimes there's actors and actresses that just like make movies. Like, have you guys seen either of the Happy Death Day movies?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched those.
I swear to God, the main actresses like her. I don't know her name, but she does such a phenomenal job in both of those movies. She makes it so fun to watch. Anyway.
Yeah, my favorite DC type movie / show is like Doom Patrol right now. That show is so good.
I still have to watch it.
I don't hear like anybody. I don't hear anybody talk about that movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't hear like anybody say about it.
It's. I don't know. It was on the DC streaming service, and I moved it over to like HBO Max, and it's getting a 3rd season. So I mean, it's not like nobody watches it.
I guess I better start catching up with it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
I do know that Andy, I don't know if you saw, but I'm sure you'll be happy to know that they're making a book 4 of Infinity Train.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I was so excited. Infinity Train is amazing. I just don't know what they're gonna do with it. If they're gonna continue, I hope they go on with like Amelia and Grace. I guess I'm going to say spoilers without putting a spoiler warning because the show's been out for a while, and I guess if you haven't seen any of it, then you probably don't really give a shit about it.
I mean, I do, and I haven't seen it yet, but whatever.
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, well, fuck both of you guys. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Sorry. Actually, I'm not gonna talk about. I can say those two since that's not really super big spoilers. I'm not saying anything about the actual character arcs, but watch book 3, please. It
Book
is
2 looked stupid to me, so I just didn't watch it.
book 2. I'd say book 2 is pretty good. Book 1 is good. Book 2 is good, but I think book 3 is the best.
I did see book 1 though. That's pretty good, but
Book 3 just like I don't know what I can say about it that without spoiling anything. Like say what I like about it without spoiling anything.
well, everyone should go watch it then.
Watch it and then I'll have a discussion about it.
Anybody else got any spicy topics?
Godzilla versus Kong, like legitimate. I've brought up Godzilla, but I have not talked about that movie at all.
They gotta bring in those spooky, creepy monsters from like the second movie, or that's gonna
The
piss me off,
Mutos?
dude.
The Mutos
Yeah,
aren't gonna be in
They
it.
just stood there. They didn't. There was no close up of any of them. There's no intro. They all just kind of appeared. They all like bowed to like Godzilla, which was cool. But like you didn't really get to see them like cause any destruction or anything. You know.
There were if they had removed some of the human stuff, I'm sure they would have had destruction scenes.
That's the thing I
But
don't like about the new Godzilla movies. Like 80% of it is focused on humans, and so were like the Transformers movies. Like,
Oh.
I mean, I get that you want to like reel people in with like these relatable actors, but I mean, like, just focus on the stuff that people are like paying to go see the movie for. You know
Okay,
what I
so
mean?
I don't know how spoilery this is going to be, but test screeners for Godzilla versus Kong have said like it's mostly monster fights. They do not focus on the people at all, and it
That's
also
good.
it gets very sci-fi in it. Like it gets I don't want to say MCU levels of sci-fi, like not end of Infinity Saga sci-fi, but let's say like I
Okay,
know
that
that they
sounds
have like
awesome.
energy blasts and shit in it.
Dude, I heard that Mechagodzilla is gonna be in this one.
Yeah, that's not even a spoiler. There were toy leaks back like 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know how he's definitely in the movie. Hell, in the trailer there was like 6 second there was like a second of Mechagodzilla like destroying a city. Like you got to see it from like the people perspective. And, like you could barely make out like a big metal monster with red eyes.
That's awesome. Man.
Also,
Andy,
yeah.
when you were no, you go ahead first.
I was just gonna say that they're also supposedly at the end of this movie setting up for one more in the post-credit scene, but I don't really want to say anything about it here. I don't know. I kind of want to.
I kind of want to hear what that is.
Okay, so big spoiler warning if this turns out to be true. This could be completely false, but like several sources have said they're setting
Skip ahead by a minute.
yeah. That's true, but this movie hasn't come out yet, which is why I care. If this my sources are true from what I've heard, Destroya is supposedly going to be set up, and they're going to have one more movie where Godzilla fights Destroya. And if you don't know who Destroya is, I'm gonna get a picture of him real quick and send him in the Discord so you guys can see, and I'll also put him up on screen. But he
Is
is
he that big grass monster? Or is
no.
that like which one's that? Because there's like a big tentacle grass monster.
That's
guy.
Biolante.
Yeah, he would be cool in the movies.
They could have done her. They could have done her, I feel.
Andy, was that really a spoiler if it's just a theory?
It's no. This would be in the post-credit scene and setting up for another movie. Like supposedly they're doing one more movie with.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the post-credit scene of Godzilla vs Kong.
Yeah.
Well,
This is like
theory though. How do you know that?
like the
Test
new theory.
screeners. That's what test screeners have said, and people who have seen the. It's just a supposed leak. I don't know if it could be true or not, but
Okay.
Destroya is fucking cool. Look at him.
Is Destroya like an alien?
No, Destroya is made from the.
Oh my god.
So you know how in Godzilla King of the Monsters they tried to use an oxygen destroyer on Godzilla, and
Yeah.
Destroya is like mutated ancient crustacean stuff mutated from the oxygen destroyer, which is why he's like super effective against Godzilla.
Oh, that thing does look cool.
I know, right? I really want Destroyer to be in because Destroyer is like the big final baddie of just Godzilla in general. He was the big final baddie in his Godzilla movie trilogy.
It'd be like the quadrilogy, wouldn't it be? Like,
Yeah, no,
I think-
technically, well, yeah, it would be a quadrilogy because I don't count Kong as in the Godzilla realm of movies technically.
Oh, you forgot about Kong, yeah.
The Kong Skull Island is sort of its own thing.
People were like complaining online, like, how is Kong so big? But I mean, like, 50 years passed from like Kong Skull Island to like the present day, right?
Yeah, John C. Reilly said Kong was still growing.
Yeah. And he still technically could be growing, couldn't he? Like after
hmm
he could get like twice as big before like the next movie.
Is King Kong the monkey that you were thinking about, Garrett?
He's big and quiet.
My dude who's King Kong. That's my favorite monkey.
I like the theory that Kong didn't grow, but Godzilla just shrunk.
No, I remember my favorite monkey actually. It was Mojo Jojo.
He's good.
Powerpuff Girls.
I think Curious George is a really good infamous monkey.
I really do. I'm a big Funky Kong fan personally.
Oh,
Donkey
no,
Kong.
no. Donkey Kong is my favorite monkey. I like Donkey Kong. I think he's funny.
Before we move on to monkey stuff again, I do want to say one thing about it that relates to Godzilla. I can't say much about Godzilla because I don't know as much, but Andy, did you know? I highly, if you don't know, I highly recommend you look up pictures of it. There was back when Godzilla King of Monsters was coming out, they did like a promotion for it where they made like 4 custom Xboxes that are like that look like the monsters from King of Monsters.
Oh yeah,
There's
I
like a
remember
Godzilla
that.
one. Yeah, they look really cool, except there's a Mothra one that looks so stupid compared to the other one. Like it looks like somebody put blue glue on top of an Xbox and slapped a big moth. And the moth isn't like it's actually a small kind of looking moth. It's like a medium-sized moth on the top of it and called it a day. Like it's so stupid looking compared to the other 3.
The moth box.
The moth of Xbox. If you haven't seen pictures of it, just look up like Godzilla King of Monsters Xboxes, and they're like.
Oh, trust me, I will.
Speaking of the whole console war thing, are you guys Series X or PS5 fans?
How about I'm a get my dick suck fan because I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't care. I don't care about either consoles.
Aren't you?
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Console wars is stupid. And if you think that anyone cares anymore in the God-given year of 2021, then you can
I need help.
Yeah, you can do that. Anyways.
That's exactly what an Xbox fan would say, Andy.
You know what, Garrett? You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna edit you out of this entire thing. Every time you talk, I'm gonna put chimp noises.
No.
Yeah.
Just like
next
like
time
a
we're-
bleep sound over every time I talk.
Yeah, sorry, we had some audio problems. Some like annoying fly was flying by my microphone. So
The only thing you don't bleep out is like that shitty line where I'm like, I'm Garrett and I like bitches and smooth jazz.
You didn't say that, Gary.
That's the last podcast.
Oh fuck!
The one we deleted. Well, now you said it again, so we got it. We got it.
Only thing you have to leave in.
Oh jeez, man. Oh jeez, Rick. My dad's been watching Rick and Morty. He really likes it.
Got the pickle Rick, right?
Yeah. I was like doing schoolwork when I saw the Pickle Rick text, and I just like stopped and like put my hand on my head for a moment. I like took a step back from everything. I was like, oh Jesus, I knew this was coming. I didn't think it would come so soon though.
Dude, I think I remember a time when that episode first came out where people legitimately thought Pickle Rick was funny.
Me too.
Dude, I never liked Pickle Rick.
I remember people thought he was funny. I never really cared. I think
I
it's
kind of like that episode. But...
Like Andy, you showed me like the thing like a year before they released the season, where it was like a storyboard.
oh yeah,
of
the
it.
storyboard of him like killing the rats.
I thought he was like a sausage or something in that.
So did I.
Pickle, I was like, dude, that is weird. I don't know.
I thought Rick's body was melting or something. And like he just became a tube. The sausage.
I mean, I liked that episode, but the fact that he was a pickle wasn't the part I liked about it.
I didn't like that one.
That's the whole funny part.
It just talked about. It was like that one weird counselor lady.
The therapy lady.
Yeah.
No, but the fact that when he's like fighting, when he fights that one dude, that was like a crazy like.
Brought that character in for no reason. I don't know. I didn't like Jaguar as much as his name.
The fact that you remembered his name and we didn't.
I mean, no, he's right. I mean, it was on the tip of my tongue, honestly. So.
I thought. I mean, Rick and Morty every episode like at least brings something interesting to the table.
Yeah.
I'm never like completely bored with episodes of that show. There actually might be some. I think Interdimensional Cable 2 kind of bored me to death, but they learned their lesson real quick with that one.
Well, like the concept of like Rick turning into a pickle is like interesting, but like I don't know, the plot that followed I wasn't a fan of.
We're talking about the logistics and the intricacies of Pickle Rick.
I was just going to say, in this episode,
intelligence to enjoy Rick and Morty. Let's be honest.
In this episode of the Rad Jamma Cast, we really dive into what makes Pickle Rick.
Now, I know that some of you folks at home might not understand the intricacies of Rick and Morty, but Pickle Rick really completes the show and rounds out Rick's character arc.
The Rick Jamma Podcast now, not the Rad Jamma Podcast.
Where did the idea that Rick and Morty fans are have higher IQ than other people come from?
From Rick and Morty fans saying it themselves.
It was like a comment.
To be fair, you have to have a fairly high IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
He was like when
that
Rick
was the
goes
comment.
Dub, it's like on a deeper level.
Oh my god, I remember that. That's again. I think the show is wonderful. I think don't get me wrong, folks. I think it is a really funny show, really enjoyable. They really picked it up with the 4th season, except for the last episode in season 4.
Yeah, I
hated that one.
Garrett, remember when we watched it at the lake trip?
Yeah,
on
the whole dude, I thought that episode was like about to hit so hard. I was like, they're gonna do some evil Morty shit. And dude, that whole Beth clone arc, like, it's literally like you could have rationalized it as, oh, Beth is not a clone because Rick could have just erased her memory of like that in the first place if she were a clone.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they didn't just have that as like an explanation. I don't know. I don't like that there's 2 Beths now. It's weird to me.
Yeah. I did like the Summer and Morty part of that episode.
My arc.
we work together now. That's our arc. and them like putting the Wrangler jeans in the weapon.
Sorry, go ahead, Andy. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just mumbling. Don't you worry.
We should probably move on from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, we're at about an hour now, so we can start bringing this to a close.
Oh wait, I wanted to talk about one more thing.
All right, go ahead.
Why'd they cancel Mike Tyson Mysteries?
Why did they cancel that?
That's the greatest mystery of
all. I'm never gonna forgive Adult Swim for that. Mike Tyson Mysteries was like the funniest show they had currently.
Yeah, Pigeon by far was the best character. I love that guy.
Pigeon is so funny.
Deep questions on this.
If you guys haven't watched Mike Tyson Mysteries, you probably should. It is very, very good. It's very funny. Pigeon is voiced by Norm Macdonald, like one of the greatest comedians ever. Mike Tyson is a treat, and there's 2 other characters.
Marquise and what's her name?
Girl and boy.
Yeah, girl.
She doesn't really make that much of an impact, but Marquise and Pigeon have a fun like dynamic. Also, Marquise is like the ghost of a boxer who was like actually super masculine and homophobic, but they made him gay in the show, which I think is pretty funny.
He's voiced by the guy who plays the Dean in Community.
Oh yeah, that too. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we're ending on the greatest mystery of all. Why they canceled Mike Tyson Mysteries. Guess we'll never find
That's the
out.
title of the episode. Why they? That's the greatest mystery of all. That's the episode title.
Do you think?
It probably won't be.
I mean, you could look it up and find out why the show was canceled, but you
No,
shouldn't,
I think it
because
would be better to solve it like a Scooby-Doo case.
It would be the greatest mystery of all if you knew the answer to it.
I don't want to solve it unless
Yeah.
there's Scooby snack. I only want to do it for Scooby snack.
Let's leave this an open case for now, guys.
All right. How about you in the comments? Why do you think they canceled Mike Tyson Mysteries? Leave a like below and don't forget to subscribe.
Comment. Don't forget to comment.
And like.
And ring the notification bell.
Yeah. Don't forget to send me all of your hard-earned cash. Give me all your monies. Give me all of your cash. Buy my shirts on redbubble.com.
Yep.
Support my Patreon. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Snapchat.
The Rad Jamma Podcast at radjammapodcast@hotmail.com.
Yep. And
Penguin.
we'll respond to your fan mail next episode. All right. This is it. Everyone has to say something funny to close this out.
Where does a sheep get its haircut?